high lows that's kind of tilted. The foundation is strong because Jehovah built it. You can feel the spirit and positive energies. Questions asked comfortably like you're talking with family. Get ready to settle in. Wait for the show to begin. Invite a couple of friends. It's time for Unhinged.
What's really going on? What's really going on?
I introduce to you Get You Home Towing, a family company with the sole purpose to get you home. Whether you need roadside assistance or transport services, we have a flatbed big enough to transport any vehicle to its destination. Our offer to you is our gratitude and great service at a much cheaper price. We are also open to transport through long distances. If you need us, all you have to do is call that number. I'll see you soon.
Hey, we are in it tonight. How are y'all doing? It is Unhinged Live, and we are super excited that you've joined us this evening. So listen, we want to say thank you for all of you all in our Unhinged Live family for joining us this evening. We are about to get all the way into it with this Joy Tsunami. You might see a new face. You'll hear some new things, but we want to give you a little bit of the rundown of who all is here. We're excited. You know, I'm doing the talking tonight. I might put Tilted on the hot seat a little bit later because, you know, we're going to flip these tables one way or another. But we're letting her voice get a little bit of rest tonight as we, the tribe, kind of have our own version of takeover. And so we're going to get into a little bit of, as we always do, our rundown. We want to give a shout out to our replay viewers who are coming in maybe a little bit later. Y'all know y'all can rewind and get all the way from the beginning so that you don't miss a piece of this Joy Tsunami. We're going to get into our super fan shout out and then have our tribe family check-ins. We're going to get into some of those recalls so that we make sure we're keeping our tribe family tight and right out here in these streets. And then some of these conversations, it's going to be a little bit of a free flow as we flip the interview microphone on one of our newest guests this evening, but not new to the tribe as we've been rocking with her. And we're super excited to learn a little bit more about our sister Jackie that has joined us this evening. So I want to get us started really quickly with our super fan shout out. And so tonight's super fan shout out, you know, we always come together and it's like scratching our heads. Who are we going to shout out this evening, this show? Well, we're super excited to shout out our tribe family, Rashim Kilo Pugh. And one of the reasons why we're super excited, you know, I'm going to get the good claps in there. Look, I love it. We get the opportunity to celebrate Rashim as our super fan shout out because of all of the work that he's doing. Many people don't know all of the work that he does in the industry, but one of the projects that he worked on was recently, just last week, named as the #1 album out of 100 on the Apple Music list for his work with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Now listen, a lot of people may know it. I'm having an argument tilted with Joshua, my middle son, and he's like, I think that album is overrated. I beg your pardon, sir. That is a soundtrack and a piece of our lives. So we want to give Rashid that shout out and for all of the assistance that he gives us here at Unhinged Live. He is one of our, I would call him a silent partner, but he always is nudging us to make sure we are on the up and up and doing the best that we can to get our name out and to make sure that people hear our voices and the great content that we bring to you all each and every week. So we appreciate you, brother. We are happy to celebrate. We're happy to celebrate all of the good things. And here's the thing, and one of the reasons why I think it's so important for shouting him out. He worked on that, in his younger years, before the grays started setting in, before, we started having to color the hair. It's been over 35 years of him working on that project with people who we grew up with. And one of the things that just kind of brought to light is sometimes it takes decades before we get to be celebrated for the work that we're doing. So for all of the newbies, the Instagrammers, the ones who want this popcorn celebration, just know sometimes you're not going to get it until well after the time that you put the work in. But we want to give you your flowers, brother, while you're here. Say, turn up. It definitely is something to highlight on, and all of the work that he's doing. So I want to get us in because I kind of want to, I'm itching a little bit. We see a new face over here and we want to get to know more about our sister Jackie, but we're going to let her breathe, drink some water, sigh, all of those things that she needs to do before we get into it. So I want to go ahead and move us along to our tribe check-in. We've had a few things going on. For those of you who've been following us, you've been seeing the pictures. They may become blackmail photos sometime or videos sometime in the future. But right now, we are using them only for celebration purposes. So, Rhonda, I want to start with you. How have you been doing and what's been going on in your lane?
You want to know what's really going on?
Yes.
It's been a month of celebrations. From my family and I. My daughter graduated Sunday from Hospital University, and tough 4 years. Tough 4 years, and she did it, and we're excited.
We got to take a moment to clap her up for that. Yes, because that is not an easy feat to keep going, but we want to encourage. Yes.
It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to be like in the group of all the kids. You look at all the 2020 kids who went through the pandemic, and here they are graduating, and it just felt really nice to see them finally getting to walk the stage. It was really nice, and celebrated. My son went to his prom, which was awesome. He's not one to be socializing. We try hard, and he said he was going, and I was like, wow. So it was really good, and celebrated 28 years of marriage last week. So, yeah. And with that, May is a very busy month because for me, it's mental health month as well. So I'm gathering like care, I would say care packages, but little signs like the one behind me to take to the schools. I have a mom who's doing she does postcards. So we're going to have those delivered to the schools so the kids can write each other notes when they're feeling down. I bought some sensory stickers so they can put those sensory stickers in the cards as well. So those will be delivered to the 2 schools in my area. So that's what I've been working on.
Love that. Listen, we often celebrate you all behind the scenes because we get to take a glimpse a little bit into the day-to-day activities. But how amazing is that to allow and kind of cultivate that opportunity for peer-to-peer encouragement? Wow, I'm mind blown for all of that. And you're just starting in your neck of the woods, and I love that because the impact can be seen, it can be felt. Some of the family, and hopefully you'll get to know the communities that you're impacting. So we definitely want to big up you, Rhonda, for that work you are doing. Wow. I thought we was just checking in for the parties. Where the party happened? We actually
the parties at.
But I know that all of us are making impact in the areas that we show up in every day. And it's one of the great reasons why I enjoy being a part of the tribe and being able to see all of the work that's getting put in. So now, listen, Rhonda. Mm-hmm. We got to do an honorable mention because somebody's missing. I got my attendance out. And I would be remiss if I didn't take the moment. We're going to say honorable mention. Tilted.
Yes,
where's
ma'am.
Mash?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's Mash?
Mash is out somewhere in these streets mashing it up. I don't know what to tell you. I think that's the most PG way I could describe some of the shenanigans that may or may not be commencing from our brother in his absence. Yeah, I every last one of us here on screen tonight knows what it is to be outside with our brother Liv Mash. So I don't want to confirm or deny any of the behaviors that you may or may not believe he may be displaying while he is absent from us on this evening. But I'm pretty sure wherever he is, Bliv is putting a smile on somebody's face for sure.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I can agree to that. I told him we would try our best, Marisol. That's all I said. We would try. We would try not to dig in too much.
Try was the operative word.
Yeah. I'm trying to be nice.
But you know, like sisters that we are, we have to roast him just a little bit.
Well, you know that brother is somewhere full right now. Let me just be honest. You know, we just came up off the holiday weekend. He's somewhere with the itis in a rocking chair. You know, he ain't as young as he used to be. And, you know, I know he was working that grill out yesterday. He had greens, beans, tomatoes, all that. Ham, chicken, all that.
He got the itis.
He ate too much yesterday. And we got a message from him letting us know he had too many baked beans and he didn't want to sneak up the joint on tonight. So he was going to be in attendance. That's it.
Well, Blair, we just want to let you know we love you. We miss you this evening, but we look forward to connecting with you real soon. Thanks for all of the work that you're doing. And we got a little bit of music for one of our music breaks. I don't normally do the preview, but we do try to celebrate our own when we in here. So we're gonna give a little bit of that Bliv Mash flavor a little bit later as we progress. So listen, we got that. I'm here. That's all I could say. Like, what's the check-in? I think I did a run through. So all of the 10 of the grandkids in a 2-week period. So then this weekend I needed to sit down somewhere. That's all I could say for that. Because, woo child. I discovered that these children are not as I'm gonna say bad as their parents tagged them to be. Definitely energetic. All of them have leadership skills because they love telling other people what to do. I don't know where they get that from, but I spent some time recognizing and realizing that the parents are the problem. That I just want to put that out there. I've already told it to my children, so this is not a thing. When they were absent, I had an evening that I spent with 4 of my younger grandkids, so ages 5. 1-year-old to 5-year-old, and they listen. You know, they still said no, but yeah, we did all of the things. Bath time was a little bit late, and they got a bunch of hair, and you know that everybody's like, how they let you do their hair? And I didn't understand the statement of let me do anything with these youngins, but okay. No, we didn't have no arguments, and so we had a great time. Everybody lived to be retrieved by their parents in the next couple of days. But I want to shout out my fellow grandparent because their other grandmother was the one who was keeping them for an entire week. I only took one night. Only one night though. That's all I could last. Was that the one night or a church finger tilted? I'm a double check. See what that just the one night. All of the things.
Only one night though.
That part. So if I'm a little silent, it's because I've been with all 10 of them at different locations and different times, and I don't really know. I got nothing else to say. Like, y'all go ahead on and do what you need to do. But we gotta move this right along. Yolanda, how are you doing?
I am good. I'm a little tired because sis been doing these high intensity workouts lately.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing it for fat loss, okay? And you don't have to do it for a long time. 10 minutes is all you really need. But today I took it a little longer. I don't know. Sometimes when I get into the groove, I just keep going, going, going. I can't stop. So that's why I had to take me a hot bath. This works, y'all. Hot bath with some baking soda and apple cider vinegar. If you're sore after the workout, I had to soak in that tub, right? But yeah. So lately, I just been working. Um, I get my grandson from time to time. I had him yesterday. I took him to the movies and my son to the movies. Was that yesterday? I'm sorry, that was Sunday. That was Sunday, yeah, because I went to work Monday. I'm sorry. I took them to the movies on Sunday because I try to make sure I spend time with my son doing stuff with him and between my crazy work schedule and me on these platforms and me working on my fitness. I'm just trying to find a balance in my life. Like sometimes I find a balance in my life, because with my schedule, I do commute back and forth to work. So I'm trying to factor everything into my life and even my social life. And as y'all can see, sometimes sis go outside by herself, okay? Because that's what I do from time to time. And and I went to George Clinton concert on day by myself, and it was good. I had a really good time,
We're gonna clap that up for all of our sisters who need encouragement. Get outside by yourself. You taking up one seat. Let it be a good one. All right now.
Yes, and it was this white guy that was sitting next to me. He was like, I always go to concerts by myself, so I was partying with him. I was talking to him the whole time. I said, well, at least I got somebody to talk to while I'm here. So we had a really good time. And then after the concert, he was like, nice meeting you, Yolanda. I'm like, nice meeting you, Don. Went his way. I went my way. I went home, and that's it. Like, I'm like, I checked that off. Like, that's my first time going to a concert by myself, So there's things that I am going to be doing by myself. I just think when you spend time with yourself and you start exploring different things, you start learning more about yourself, right? And then that way you'll figure out what you like and what you don't like, right? So that's my thing. And I'm like, listen, y'all, I have people that tell me I'm not there yet. And I'm like, well, tomorrow's not promised to me. So I'm living my life like tomorrow's not promised to me. So if there's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. And my thing is, I'm not waiting on anybody. If that X, Y, and Z ain't available, well, then Yolanda's going to go do it. We have to look at it that way. I could leave out the house and something happened to me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting up here saying, I want to do this and that and that, and I never got a chance to do it.
Love it.
So if there's something you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't be waiting on folks because you don't know. Anything can happen. So that's
I love that. I love that whole thing, Yolanda. And I promise you, you have freed somebody who've been talking to themselves. I'm going to do it. Chugga, chugga, chugga. I'm going to do it. But being able to see you say, I went out, met somebody new. We had a good time, cut it up. What? No pictures. So we'll know what all of the things. But sometimes that when you're in that moment, you get the chance to just say, I got to see the Clinton Funk. Like literally, this is what I'm here for. And there are no distractions. That's all I'm gonna say. Because sometimes we bring people in there distractions. So I'm happy. A little bit of shade there, I know, but I'm happy that you were able to do that. And again, for our listeners and viewers who are thinking about, you know what, I want to do that, but I'm waiting for Mary to get back to me, and she got to find a babysitter, or money ain't right. I'm just gonna buy this one ticket and rock it on out. That and so yeah, we want you all to challenge yourselves. Okay, we're gonna make a Yolanda challenge. Watch out now. We're going to make it a YL challenge so you get out here and enjoy life. And y'all know we always say we are here for Lifetime Fine. We are in our Queenager season. That means all doors open. All doors open. And we got to take the moment to walk through it. I love it. I love the pictures. I was glad you went. I'm even happier you went by yourself, girl. Yes, we celebrating that.
Listen, I got up at 6:30 I probably got up like, I don't know if I got up 5:15 and worked out that morning, but I had to work that day too. So I worked 9 to 5:30. The show was at 8. So when I left work, I went straight there. Went straight to the event.
Wow.
Got me a little drink, while I was waiting in the press room, okay. While I was waiting for the show. And then when I went inside to sit down at my seat, the lady who worked there, she was like, you want to sit a little closer because nobody's sitting up there. I'm like, okay, and I only spent 30 something for my ticket, y'all. Okay, it was only like 30 something bucks. Right. So I was able to sit a little closer and then ended up meeting that guy. Like, and me and him was just talking the whole time.
I love it. And you got the upgrade. Come on. Like, we all going outside. Don't worry. I'm gonna go by myself and wait for that one ticket favor is what we gonna call it. I purchased one ticket. Oh, y'all got extra seats? Move me to the front. Clap it up. We're super excited about that.
Yep.
Good stuff. Now, Tilted. I mentioned to you that we got a new face in here today. The new face for the people.
We got a new face in here this
evening.
We
got new face, and we normally, take the opportunity for you to say a little bit about when we introduce new folks. So we gonna have a question and answer time for her. But we wanted to make sure she got a warm welcome before we put her on the hot seat. So would you mind giving the introduction to the new face we have with us on the tribe?
All right. Listen in. Give me your ear. It's your girl, Tilted Halo, sitting alongside my good girlfriend, Karen Sims Harrell of Twisted Threads, LLC. I got the beautiful Queen Aja Marisol, the beautiful Queen Aja Rhonda, and the beautiful Queen Aja Yolanda sitting in with us tonight. Brother Blick, we miss you. Too bad you're missing out on this conversation. But I know so many of you all are looking, going, who in the world is that over there with such a resemblance to Miss Tilted? Listen, this is my sister Jackie, y'all. And if y'all been hanging out with me for any amount of time, you know my story. Making sure that, I become a whole woman by doing the work of self-improvement and self-healing, by being intentional. So Jackie was one of the most precious things I could have ever been gifted with, a sister that was actually a little bit lost for a season in my life. But God, gave me the moxie, my good big girl panties to go find her. So in finding her, I promise y'all, I found this empty piece to a puzzle in my life. And I want to go ahead and say, welcome to the tribe. Y'all, she's smart, y'all. She's not just pretty, she's smart, y'all. Welcome to the tribe, Jackie. How you doing,
Thank you. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Thank you for the warm introduction and the warm welcome.
No doubt. So I didn't tell too much about you because we're going to put you on the hot seat. Now, listen, y'all, we normally don't put the first timers on the hot seat, but this one here was out and was responsible for some of the shenanigans we experienced a couple weeks ago when the tribe was out in the street. She had us out at the karaoke at 10 p.m. on a work night.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
10 p.m. on a work night. So we're going to do a round table. I'm going to call the tribe members by name. Everybody gets the opportunity to ask Miss Jackie one question. So I'm looking at Miss Rhonda because Rhonda looked like she finna bust, and it also took her a half hour to write out her question. So I'm gonna let you go first, Rhonda. What question do you have for Jackie?
I'm scared.
No, it's nothing to be scared about because I'm all about mental health, women's health and wellness. And I did get a glimpse when we went out, the fun things you like to do, which is sing, karaoke, and that stuff. But what do you do for your self-care? What do you really do when times are like, I've had too much, I need to release? What do you do? Because as women, as Black women, some of us don't have the funds to go to spas and do all that stuff. But what do you do when it comes to taking care of your mental health and, just your overall self?
So for me, I'm a musician at heart. That I know y'all got a little glimpse of that, of us hanging out. I love singing. I love music of all types. I got y'all see my little keyboard back here. I also play the guitar. So when my release is in music, it's in worship, to be honest. Like when I'm really in a space where I need to just get alone with myself, it's always hands down in worship. That's where I find it at, right? So whether it's I'm gonna go sit in a car and listen to music or go for a drive, or I'm gonna pull out my guitar and I'm gonna sing a song that the Lord I'm putting in my heart, or I'm gonna play on my on the keyboard. Like I just anything with music brings me the most peace in the world. And that's where I find my peace. And my kids know it. Once they hear the music turn on in the house, like, oh, don't bother her. She in her zone right now. But that's where my zone is at. And that's where I find the most self-care for myself, because I'm not only like taking a moment to step back and just sit quietly and not say too much, because I can be a chat box myself. But it's in just like listening to that music and letting it feed my soul. And that's where I eat in worship. That's where my soul eats. That's where my self-care eats. That's where I feed myself, and I can pull myself back together. Like, okay, I got this. We got this. Actually, no, I don't got this. God, you got this. And I just leave it right there at the throne and I keep it stepping. That's it. And that's where I find my self-care at, to be honest. So
music therapy is real. There is music therapy, and I have a friend who does that in senior homes, music therapy, and it is amazing because you can release so much when your mind is elsewhere, and like your spiritual music, it takes over you. So very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was scared, Rhonda. That was that. All right.
we act right. We try and act right. We do have a little bit of home training over here, Jackie. So thank you for just co-signing the fact that you absolutely do belong here on the tribe, because every last one of us finds an escape in music in some way, shape, or form. I want to go ahead and toss the mic to my lovely Soleil. Do you have a question for Jackie?
Okay, so mine is not as deep because I get so nervous about going so deep. What is your favorite type of food?
Ooh, pizza.
Oh
pizza.
My God, me too.
Pizza. You could do everything with pizza. You can't go wrong with a pizza.
Pizza will save your life.
Listen, everybody cover y'all ears, right? I want y'all to cover your ears real quick. Whenever they ask those like personal questions, like what's your favorite food? Mine always pizza. Like like when they figure about you need a password hit, like yo, hands down, I ain't even gonna play it.
So you try pizza in different locations every time you go somewhere. You try a different spot, or you have like one particular place?
No, I just love pizza. Like anything pizza, right? Like
me too.
I did try the Detroit, I think it was deep dish. And I don't know if it was what I had or not, but the bread was a little too soggy for me. I ain't care for that too much. I like me a good slice, like throw everything on it, throw nothing on it. Either way, we good. We good with a slice of pizza.
The bottom nice and crunchy, like toasty, that you can fold in.
The folded pizza is the best because then the cheese not too hot. It don't burn your tongue. You just fold it in half, eat it like a sandwich.
She knows her pizza. I love you.
Pizza all day. All day.
All right. I see we got the pizza posse in the house because pizza is actually one of my top 10. It switches from 1 and 2 depending on the size of my hips. So I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to go ahead and ask your question, Yolanda.
Okay. Do you like to travel? And where are some of the places you have traveled to?
Oh, I love traveling and I wish I could travel more. I've traveled to like the Caribbean, different states, different parts of the United States. Canada. I have not been overseas to our European and African countries, and that is on my bucket to die list. Okay. Like I want to go to Abuja in the worst way. Like I'm trying to hop a flight, Yolanda. I know you say you like going places alone, girl. I'm trying to catch a flight, okay? But me and my sister was talking about something I gotta handle right quick before I do that. But I'm trying to catch some flights, okay? I love traveling. Like, I love like, going and meeting new people. And I was resonating so much with what you were saying earlier about going places by yourself. I was just talking to a friend of mine just this morning about the same thing. Because I recently moved, so I'm a little further away from her. And so I was telling her, like, you just got to get out and go places by yourself sometimes. Like, I'm good for it. I'll go in a hot minute. Don't know a soul in there and be done left and know everybody in the joint. Okay. So,
Right.
I don't mind traveling, be it with a group of people or one other person. Girl, during the pandemic, I was outside, Yolanda. Don't tell nobody. I was so outside. Okay. Them flights was $25. Okay. My aunt was too through with me. She said, girl, every time I see you on a flight, and with my mask and my gloves, okay, I was outside. But don't tell nobody. But yes, love traveling. And I look forward to some adventures, hopefully in our near future with the tribe. Okay. So
Lord.
yes, I'm all with
Oh,
it.
I
I'm
would
with it.
definitely a trip.
Oh Lord, we gonna definitely need some travel insurance, not necessarily for us, but for the people we might encounter on the tribe out.
Hello.
Lord have mercy, the tribe in the streets traveling, the tribe traveling. That's wow.
Tribe on the go.
Right.
Tribe on the go. Ooh, so Karen, woo, before I get too deep into that thought,
Listen, I'm already there. I'm ready to look up flight. Listen, just Jackie keeping it real over here. Most folks, and Tilty could tell you, one of the biggest challenges that most of my closest friends had with my new husband was, well, he met pandemic Karen. She stay home. Regular Karen don't stay home. She ain't home. I don't know what he gonna do. What he gonna do? Non-pandemic Karen. Well, he has been introduced, and I'm grateful that he does like to travel, but I'm like always. So, him being a man's man, it's like, well, I gotta work. Well, you do that, and I'm gonna meet you right back here. I'm coming back. That's all I can tell you. So my question is more familial, and pointing to your connection with Tilted. Can you share with us one of your most memorable experiences that, as you think about Tilted, and the time that you all have spent together, like a moment that sticks in your mind? Feel free to share any embarrassing details that you would like to share at this particular moment. Turning the tables a little.
I almost like step back a little bit to share honestly about what my most memorable experience is with her. But I'm gonna do it anyways, okay? Because I want to be authentic here.
I appreciate you.
So probably my most memorable experience was when Kita's mom passed away. Okay. Having gone through that and experienced my mom passing away and my dad passing away, and when I found out about it and I came to see her, and we shared this embrace, Karen, that felt like it moved the earth. I can't describe it, okay? And it was in that moment that I was like, we were having this shared experience, and I saw it as that, like a shared experience. And
yeah.
But it was just the connection. It was like electric, and I ain't let her go since. But that was probably because before then there were these almost introductory conversations we were having, kind of getting to know each other and things like that. And, just learning about each other. But it was in that moment that it was just this real moment. And And as I hugged her, and then we sat down and we just started talking, it was like everything just opened up. Like, yeah, that's my sister, like, But that's probably the most memorable. But leading up to that and ever since then, I mean, we've shared some good times, and I'm looking forward to all the good times that we have to share. But that was probably the one that probably stands out the most to answer that particular.
Because you ain't gonna have my eyelashes be doing all of that. Nope.
Right? I'm like,
No, you're not. No, you're not.
It's my allergies. It's my allergies.
I was looking for tissue. I was like, where the hell is this tissue here? Who moved my box?
No, she didn't. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm good. I'm back.
But no, that answers the question. I'm sorry. I started not to, but I had to be honest.
I appreciate that. And it's the reason why the flood has started coming is because Tilted and I shared that. And so I had that on the other side. And so it just is, it's one of those things of when your family and your friends are walking through difficult moments, many of us, we want to be there physically. And so you, my sister, are an answer to a prayer that I did not know arrived until this moment. And so because I couldn't be there, I couldn't get to her, but she gave a hug to me when I was walking through the loss of my mother. So it was like, oh, I wish I could be there. And she said all the things, oh, I'm fine. Well, half the time she said she's fine. The other half, she would tell the truth about, we're not going to say that on air, that part. Yeah, she went black somebody. I tried. She over there making, like literally, she like, I think I'm about to black somebody out right now. Just send a prayer so that, ain't nobody. Prison is the last place we wanted to be during the pandemic, but appreciate you so much for sharing that and for the connection that you continue to make with the rest of the tribe. So thank you for that transparency. Good stuff. All right, somebody come in here with something. Give me a minute. Judge finger.
All right, look. Y'all are tuned into Unhinged Live. We are sitting in with Tribe 2.0. We are missing our brother Bliv Mash tonight, but we've got my gorgeous sister Jackie sitting in the room with us. And y'all might want to get used to seeing Jackie. Of course, you heard me introduce her as well as welcome her to the tribe. Listen, not only does she have the blessed honor of being my sister. Can I brag on my sister, y'all? She's not only beauty, she is brains. Can I tell you she's a graduate of the Oral Roberts University? So yeah, when you look at us, we ain't nothing but some church kids. Pew baby stand up. We in the building, uniting. And Jackie and I have actually started some conversations because y'all know how I do. We've started some conversations about her calling and her purpose. And y'all know I always challenge people to make sure that you are operating in your purpose in the space that you're supposed to be standing in. And of course, making sure that she knows that her gifting is just as valuable, if not more so, outside of the four walls than it might be on the inside for right now. I know we have this testimony that we're sharing, and it's twisting in the threads of our story. Karen, many of the prayers that I put in those pink boxes over the years, and you, Marisol, Yolanda, and Rhonda are just a snippet of the reflection of God, of how God gave me sisters before I was able to reconnect with Jackie. So y'all know everything that we do here on the platform is a piece of the testimony, because Revelation 12:11 is my favorite word. We overcome the adversary by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, and we love not our lives as unto death. I'm not going to love my life to the point of being prideful and letting shame overshadow my witness, and showing people what God's grace can do when you live in unwavering faith and trust. So again, I got my sisters sitting here with me, my Tribe 2.0 sisters sitting with me tonight. We miss you, Bliv. But you're always a blessing. You're always a blessing. I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to acknowledge the folks. hanging out with us in the comment section. I see Queen Natural D letting her fingers do the talking and walking in the room. I see you, beautiful. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Welcome, OP. We see you, brother. We see you. We see you. We see you. We see our Mental Impact Radio families as always. And thank you to each and every one of you. Our sister Emily Zayas Trinidad, our model Queen Asia, 40 plus goddess, much like ourselves here on the platform. We see you, Emily. Thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who are tuning in, make sure you keep hanging on in here with us tonight, because it's going to be a double feature with Karen and I on tonight. After we complete this broadcast, we're going to take a little bit of a break, powder our noses, perhaps get a snack or something additional to drink. And we're going to hop on with our brothers from Let's Talk Gospel, CHH Jams. It's another session where we're getting to interview a couple of the CHH artists on this evening. We got G Macbeth and Zach One that we're going to be chopping it up with a little bit later on with our brothers from Let's Talk Gospel, OP and Birdie. So hang on in there with us. So I think I'm done. I'm about to give me some water, and I'm about to toss the mic right on back to Karen. Take it away, sis.
You know, I got to give a shout out to our brothers Orlando Page and Birdie McKinney. They had I don't catch all the shows. Y'all know I go, it's 9 o'clock. So prayers. Okay. That's all. I ain't got to tell all the business, but they had such a powerful conversation last week with the gospel artist Wes Morgan. And can I just tell you that we are spoiled because we get to share authentically on our platforms. But when we see the real ones connected to us and they are as real as we are, I promise you, it just hit different. So shout out to Birdie and Orlando for and their additional special guest that I don't remember the sister's name, but she shared such a powerful testimony about how when Wes came to her home church, his release of one of his gospel songs gave her the courage to step outside of a very bad situation and relationship and to trust God. Kimberly, listen, sister, you ain't gonna listen. I didn't have my fan downstairs when I watched it last week. I was like, yes, Lord, yes. So we never know what the things we are doing in our own lane and how they will affect those people who are around us. But it was a good show. They have good shows every day. So y'all can go ahead on over there at 9 o'clock. If y'all up, I won't always be, but I get in there at least 3 days a week. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. That 9 o'clock hour, we're gonna leave that alone. So Marisol, we didn't skip you. We didn't skip you, sister. We didn't skip you. We didn't. I want to get a minute to check in with you and talk a little bit about how you and your boo have connected over the time and what you've been doing with the
okay. So you know,
glow in the dark action. I'm here for it.
So it's been a month of celebrations all around, but the most important one that I had this month was besides my grandson's pre-K graduation, we had our anniversary, so 33 years. So in those 33 years, you could imagine, you know, we've been through a lot of things, and if I had to do it all over again, which I did, because we got married, I got upset, we got divorced, and we married again.
Okay,
this time for keeps, the same person for keeps. And I was organizing, you know, we went on a trip to Massachusetts, we connected with family and stuff. When I'm on my way back home, I said, I gotta get organized, and I bumped into some old, you know, little notes that I write, and I believe I have a good relationship with God. You know, I love to journal and things like that. And so I bumped into something that gave advice on how the relationship should be. And then I bumped into this from 2010 that says, win the entire race. which coincides with what you had said in the beginning of the program and what we're all talking about today, right? So I thought to myself, oh, I'm bumping into all this stuff and bumping into pictures and I just got, you get all those in love feelings all over again. They start, look, my cheeks are getting red. They start flushing, everything starts flushing back. And I say, oh, I want to spruce things up. I'm a nail tech. How could I, what could I get, what could I do? Girl, let me tell you. Okay, 33 years. Hello. Glow in the dark nail polish. It will change your life. Okay. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Glow in the dark. Glow in the dark. It was fun. We had a good time. It was fun. And he thought it was the coolest thing ever. He was like, oh my God, can I see your toes? They look so. So it was just like, it was so much fun. Okay. So, spice it up. And for those that want to just wear it on a night out with your girlfriends, go right ahead. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. But I'm just telling you that if you're married and you want to spruce things up, go ahead and get yourself some glow in the dark nail polish. Boom. I saved your marriage.
I love it.
That's it.
I'm trying to make
sure.
sure.
Where did you get that from?
We want to experience these things. Sometimes when you go through trouble in your marriage, you think, oh, that, and it's not that way. You with that person, make it work, and come up, get creative, and do those things that anything that doesn't dishonor you, that you don't feel like you're betraying yourself as a woman. Do it. You ain't betraying yourself. Do it. Have fun with your man. He's your man for a reason, girl. Have fun.
Rhonda, you had a question there because Marisol all in it now. So what was your question, Rhonda?
My question is, where did you get that from? Where did you buy glow in the dark for the bedroom?
Tribe, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't giving nobody on here no free advertisement till they pay us for sponsorship. I'll tell you.
No.
I'm gonna tell you who it is later.
Okay.
Yes,
bedroom glow in the dark. I like that.
Any brand will do. Glow in the dark. Oh, and it was, okay. So it was not gel polish. So if you're worried about that, it was not gel polish. It was vegan, cruelty free, and it was free of the 10 most harmful nail polish chemicals. So not only did you glow, you glowed, you glowed purely, okay?
Naturally.
I like it.
Saying, Karen.
I think I need that fan over here.
Some of us ain't got no husband.
Nikita, fan me, Nikita.
How we getting this in the cart? That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna write that down
on your toes.
I heard that down for future use.
Yes. And then you know how you charge them? Because I was bugging out. I was like, how you charge this? Like, how does this work? Girl, you charge them like solar energy. So you got the sun beaming on you. Your man is looking at your nails like, oh, girl. And then you turn off the lights and you glow.
I'm here for it. Listen, I knew we were getting to the conversation because at some point we're going to have a tilted after dark. I promise,
It's gonna happen.
Y'all ain't ready for these conversations. Married or not, y'all ain't ready for these conversations. However, I'm here for all of the glow in the dark. Already shopping. So right after this, Marisol, see, I ain't got time because we're going to be on that 9 o'clock. Let's get over here. Marisol, send me the nail polish details.
I think we need lotion too. See if they got glow in the dark lotion. I'm down for some lotion.
Listen. You got it, girl. I got glitter. I be glitter.
Yes, come through, Gina. Whatever. I see you, sis. Do not forget the black light. That's right. We're gonna turn it up.
We're gonna glisten, glow, shine. We're gonna do like we did on the
Unhinged Live After Dark. Listen, it's coming. I promise, it's coming. It's coming. But I feel
Unhinged
like
After Dark. We
that's
gonna have
gonna
to
be a
go there.
live situation. That's gonna be a live situation because half this stuff we need to be in person with one another to have these full conversations. Okay, glow in the dark, nail polish, black light. Oh, where do we go from here? Chug, chug, chug. Rhonda, while we shopping for our nail care, can you introduce us to the recalls that you found in your research for this week here? Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me gather myself from all that and think about food now.
That part.
Well, I'm gonna start with, it's warming up. Everybody's barbecuing and starting to like get.
Hope you
See, somebody,
muted.
Rhonda, you on mute, baby. You on mute. You done got muted,
Oh,
baby.
shucks. Yes, I do have a local recall now that we are talking about food. Shift it. And everybody's getting ready to start grilling and get the barbecues and the family meetups. There's a company in Hazleton, PA, Can-Gill Meat Solution, and they're recalling 16,000 pounds of ground beef products because there's possible E. coli. And these are all different types. They're plastic wrap trays. Like when we go to the supermarket, we get the 2 pounds, 3 pounds of ground meat.
Wow.
And it also pertains to the burger patties, the chuck ground, the natural ground, the lean ground. So it's just amazing that all these types of meats are being recalled. I do have another one for our pork eaters. These are products that are imported from Honduras because we do have like a huge Spanish population that love their meats from overseas. My mom brings my food up from Barbados and it doesn't have a USDA stamp on it, but I eat it. So we have some pork. Is it chicharrones? Does that sound familiar, Marsal? It's like pork belly. It's like the pork belly. And these were sold in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. The reason why they're recalling them is that it's ready to eat pork and it wasn't inspected. So they have to have that mark. Any foods that come from internationally come into the country, they have to have that mark of inspection. And I guess they came in on the down low and people found out that they were here in the US. So you can't have those products. It's called Del Val Import and Export LLC, pork chicharrones, ready to eat pork. We also have one more, which is a public health alert for raw pork chorizo. And the reason why they're calling these back is because they have either plastic or metal parts inside of them, and they're pertaining to the vacuum sealed packages. And it's labeled lean brand meats, all natural premium chorizo. And these were sold in Texas with a best by date of May 12, 2024. And when I'm going through all these, one of the things that I found amazing that they all had this natural or premium meats, which is really amazing. Because I expect that from like meats that you just have on the side, but these are premium meats that's being recalled. The two that I mentioned before, they're premium and natural. So having all these foreign things inside of them is just amazing.
We're using air quotes right now when we say the natural.
Natural.
I should have took
Premium.
a screenshot of all our faces because we looking like what?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's face is like, wait a minute, not the chicharrones. Like what? We got hamburger, we got chicharrones, we got chorizo. And that's the question. Okay, natural
Yes.
in the quality in the streets. Where's the quality control at though? Because calling it premium, we
Mm-hmm.
out here thinking you
Lean.
done your due. Oh Lord,
It's
Marisol, I saw
all a lie. It be a lie. They lying to us on every level that they possibly can, and then we paying the price. Like
Yes.
how much are we not supposed to eat? How much are we supposed to work out to combat that? And then afford it. Afford it.
because
And this
premium mean it. We pay more.
more money.
That's a
Yes.
problem. We paid more to get to this stuff here. So one of the things, Rhonda, that you shared with us, and I think it's a good segue for us. We've been talking, and for those of you who don't know, the tribe stays connected. We don't just come on here one day and don't know anything about each other. Some of this stuff is not a surprise for us. But Rhonda, you mentioned that you do a lot of gardening, or I'll say a lot because it's more than me, so that's a lot in my world. But every time you come with these recalls, I'm like, okay, I need to. Nope, this ain't it. We're putting our lives on the line for a burger or whatever. And I'm not knocking anybody. You eat whatever you want to eat. Make sure you
Mm-hmm.
bless it. You might need to manufacture it in your own house to make sure it's all right. But I wonder that as a lot of folks are getting really into summertime, thinking about gardening and different things like that, what tips would you share for those who want to take more control of? I think that's the thing I would say. Want to take some more control of the food, because we know they be lying, man. So we know they lying. But how can you share with us some gardening tips that would allow us to kind of take that control over the food intake that we're producing for ourselves?
And I think the first thing is education, because a lot of what I know now is from my daughter, who was a Girl Scout, and she visited a lot of farms, small farms, at home farms. Her Girl Scout leader had her own garden, and when I saw that how quickly you can grow stuff, I'm like, we can do this. And she said, well, mommy, I want a garden. So my daughter is the one who started the garden. The 23-year-old, she started that garden with us. We started with easy things that can grow, like lettuce and kale and peppers and tomatoes. And I think one of the things, I don't like worms. I hate things that creep and crawl. I don't like that. I will scream and I will run away. That's the type of person I am. But I like gardening. So I let her take care of that part and I do the rest. So I think patience. I think one of the things when it comes to gardening is patience, and it's trial and error. And you realize, okay, this didn't grow. I need to find out why it didn't grow. So my daughter would tell me, yes, the soil doesn't have enough nutrients. You're watering it too much. So she was the one who taught me a lot when it came to gardening. So we will start indoors with the seeds growing inside the house, and then we transport them around the end of May, June. So for anybody who want to start, you can start indoors first and grow the things you like to eat, because I have the same concerns. One of the things I don't like is the bubble guts. I don't like bubble guts. So I watch a lot of stuff that I eat. I don't eat, what do you call it? Like, when people bring foods, different types of foods in the office, I tend to stay away from that.
Mhm.
Because potlucks, I try to stay away from potlucks because I'm used to certain seasonings. I don't know what you did, and my stomach might not take that. And no, so I'm afraid of food that is not prepared. I mean, restaurants have to go by codes, but I'm afraid of being sick to my stomach. So when I read stuff like recalls, I'm like, there goes again. The reason why I don't eat a lot of stuff is all these things that keep coming out. So I grow a lot of stuff that I eat and the kids eat. My youngest was interested in fruits, so we've tried strawberries for years, and it's between her and the rabbits that race for the first strawberry. So she's out there trying to beat the rabbits before they eat her strawberries. So it's I wouldn't say it's easy, but it can be easy if you're really invested in starting your own garden. And it could be a window garden, because my sister-in-law grows stuff. She's in an apartment in New York, and she grows stuff from a windowsill. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams. She grows all these from her windowsill. So you can really invest in gardening. And I save my seeds.
You could grow
I
them
have a
in
seed
pots, right?
warehouse. Hmm?
Can you grow them in pots like the
Yeah, my
potatoes and
garden
stuff?
is in pots, because at first we had it in the ground, and the worms and all the creepy things were getting to me, and I would be running away screaming. So we had to go up. Some stuff is in the ground, like my cucumbers, my zucchini, and my what's the other one? Eggplants. Those are in ground, because I find that they grow better in the ground. So my next test is watermelons. I also have a hydroponics tower where I'm going to start to grow fruits as well, so they can hang down. I don't have to worry about the worms and stuff.
I told y'all she was doing a lot. Y'all thought I was joking. I said it's a lot. I know she's doing a lot. And you know what? Hopefully, some of us are encouraged to think about, as you mentioned, Rhonda, that this wasn't where you started. You know, you grew it over time. You figured out what you wanted, what were the things that your family would be able to eat, and then customize it the way that you wanted to reduce the number of worms that that are part of your gardening experience. But I love that. As we're thinking about this, there are so many different ways. So a windowsill, having pots, being able to have, and I'm doing that in one of the areas, to have like sort of like a raised garden bed, because I ain't doing all that bending. That just ain't
No.
gonna work.
It's a lot of work. And the
Yes.
key to tell you, I give up my neighbors the scallions, the thyme. I'll be picking stuff and giving to my neighbors. I'm like, this is a lot. I just share it around my neighbors. The mint, they love the mint, because they'll be making those mojitos. They love the mint. I said mint tea, but there's like, oh no, this is for my drinks.
Well, however they using it, I hope they continue to use it in good health. That is hilarious. Like, however using it is still fresh, so it counts. You're still getting it inside of you. Oh my goodness, we appreciate that. Listen, you never know what topics we will get into as we are coming together, not just with our tribe family, but we always remind you, grab your passports, because we done went from the ground to the recalled supermarket back home, and here we are again. And I think it's about that time. You know, we normally take a break. I mentioned to y'all earlier that we was gonna give a little bit of a shout to our brother Bliv, so that it wouldn't be all I don't know what the right word is, but we're gonna set this up a minute. So while we're setting this up, yes, we're doing all of that because I'm not here for the worms either. But while we get ready to set up for our music break, Jackie, I want to shine the light back on you again. Do you do any gardening, or do you have a green thumb?
Girl, I tell people my thumbs are brown and it ain't got nothing to do with the melanin in my skin. Okay, I don't know. I got a plant, Karen. I can't. I got a plant that I just bought a house, right? That one of my neighbors was welcoming me to the neighborhood. She brought me a plant, little hanging plant, right? You should have seen me on Google trying to talk about why is my plant dying. Okay, I wish. Okay. My kids did, they were gifted like a garden startup set. And so it was like all these little pots of herbs and stuff like that. And we planted it and, everything. I said, well, let's put it outside, right? So Rhonda, we're going to have to talk because my kids want to garden. I'm no good at it. So I said, let's put it outside. And it rained the next day and flooded the whole situation out. I said, well, but I've been known to kill succulents, Karen. So I need to talk to Sister Rhonda about this because I got to do better. All right. Like she said, all this stuff going on in this world. Okay, I got it. We got to eat better. We got to do better, and I got to learn how to get these thumbs together because they brown. They brown, Kim.
Not the brown thumb.
The
Okay.
brown thumbs.
I never know where we're gonna go with this. So we are here. Okay, the brown thumb. I don't know what color my thumbs are. Everything don't live over here. That's all we gonna say. But it got a good 5 minutes before it does something else. But yeah, in the future. That's all we're gonna say for that. So appreciate you sharing that with us, Jackie. Y'all know we love getting into the transparent moments where we are sharing with you all just as we are. Thank you to our listening folks and our viewers tonight, our replay viewers. We are now going to get into our few minutes with Bliv since he is not here physically on the screen. We're going to bring him on the screen in a different type of way. And y'all know this is where I get to put my DJ hat on while we share a hit from him. So tonight we getting into his joint, New Year, New Me, featuring Big Pinsy. So hope y'all enjoy it because I know I'm gonna. Here we go.
They see me on the internet, so they judge me off of a visual. So they feeling that I disrespect. If I can't help with financial woes, they don't know what I'm going through. All of the demons that I have to battle, all the roads I travel, bare feet and I'm walking on gravel. Pain, numbed it out with my brain. Off the thin line of being insane to escape from the flame. It will drive you out your lane. If you chase for a little taste, people getting thirsty. Sold your soul now, recognize your face. Thanks to the Lord's grace. Now I capture every moment. It was getting hard to grand walls closing in, feeling claustrophobic. Christ washed all my sins, now I'm born again. This time I'ma own it. Empty my cup, then refill it up with proper parts and components. I looked in the mirror, I ain't like what I see. I can't say this any clearer. I need a new version of me, so I had to change it up. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. I looked in the mirror. I ain't like what I see. I can't say this any clearer. I need a new version of me, so I had to change it up. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me.
Owe me no good, my spirit need that workout plan. Get my soul in shape, I'm reaching out for Yahweh. Please save me, please save my seeds and let them see your promised land. Save them. Sacrifice myself just like you did for mortal man. Just like you should address all of my into the flesh, my worldly ways and idolatry. I know you're not impressed. Sorry, tried to do this thing all by myself. My faith I second guess. I had it. Trials and tribulations, I'll blame you for, but it's me who made the mess. Hey, forgive me. Please give me that phone back, so I can put you on speed dial, and we can get that zone back. Please pick up. New phone, who this? Hello? That you Judas? Hello? It's just me, Chris, repenting from the blasphemous. Me, my judgment day recorded with an asterisk. All of my arrogance, along with the broken marriages. Myself with the golden gates and beautiful ivory terraces. Yeah. Please save my soul before my body perishes.
I looked in the mirror, I ain't like what I see. I can't say this any clearer. I need a new version of me, so I had to change it up. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. I looked in the mirror, I ain't like what I see. I can't say this any clearer. I need a new version of me, so I had to change it up. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me. New year, new me.
All right. Listen, we love the opportunity to big up our in-house music. For those of you who have not yet come on board, we New Year, New Me all year long. So that could definitely be another anthem. We appreciate you, Bliv. Love all of the good music that you allow us to rock to as we keep pressing play, following you on Spotify, doing all of those. Might be some pre-orders, all of the things that you got going on. We gonna clown you every now and then because we your sisters, but we definitely gonna support you. We've already told Blib when he starts signing those international things, what we are ready to go on board with him. That part. So super excited. Thanks you all for joining us. Tilted.
Yes, ma'am.
You good over there?
Yeah, I know you saw my little church finger because I feel like mixing things up. We was a little sleepy on this evening after we came up off the Memorial Day weekend shenanigans. Y'all know I was outside in these streets in this particular motorized vehicle that had all eyes on me. I was feeling like Tupac for a little bit. So I figured I'd mix things up. All right, y'all got your passports ready?
Ready.
Since everybody is musically inclined and we are of the tribe of queenagers that we are, I want to play a little bit of gay. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. It's okay, Karen. Don't even shake your head. You're going to have fun with this.
I'm trying.
Now, I'm trying to figure out how to utilize this StreamYard as a buzzer situation, but I want to know how many of these jingles do you remember? All right. So everybody on mute. Yeah, now I feel like Beyonce. Okay, now everybody on mute. That's right. Everybody on mute. Now, when you have the answer, I'm watching. I can see tonight. I can see tonight, y'all. Y'all ready? How many of these jingles do you remember? First person to unmute themselves I'll be acknowledging you. So don't be all that over talking because I know how y'all soon. You ready? Let me get my throat together. Ready? I don't want to grow up. I'm a. Wait. I thought I saw Jackie on mute first. See, y'all gotta follow the rules.
Toys R Us. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You gotta sing it too. That's right. Y'all came in right singing it. All right, you ready? I got another one.
They got the best for so much less. You really flip your lid. The
From
whole
bikes
song.
to trains to
video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz.
Okay, so I see y'all going there with me tonight, okay? All right, ready? Give me a break. Give me a break.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Oh, really? Okay. That was Rhonda and Marisol doing a wonderful duet of the Kit Kat bar. All right. Ready? I got another one. If you dare wear short shorts.
We wear short shorts.
Never
short shorts.
Go ahead, Karen.
That Nair commercial.
That's right. Don't it feel like 1975 right about now?
Lord.
I knew I was going to take y'all back. Okay, I got one more.
Reminds me.
I got one more. And I promise you, I had a vision. I kind of heard Bliss spitting bars over this one. But I want one of y'all to just take the reins on this one and finish it out for me. Ready? Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Take it away, Marcel.
This is why.
That's right. Yes, right. Y'all knew it was time to start your passport. You never know which way I'm going to take it. Thank you for joining me in my Jingle Jam on tonight. You know, I like to utilize some of the things that I run across on the internet to bring a bit of the Joy Tsunami here to the platform. You know, I got another one for you. Ready? But we're going to move about the Jingle Jams. All right. And these are just jams in general. Ready?
Ready.
Dig, if you will, a picture. You and I engaged in a kiss. Finish it, Karen.
Oh,
your body covers me.
Come on, Marisol. Get it, Marisol.
My picture.
Get it.
right. Who was the artist?
Prince.
Prince.
She
No.
never satisfied.
Okay. I got another one. Ready?
Oh wait, we gotta all mute ourselves. I wasn't
Oh
muted.
yeah, because y'all we breaking the rules now because it's got a little fun. We got to go back to the rules. Thank you, Karen. You ready? Cause I need somebody who will stand by me.
Through the good times and bad times, he will always be right there.
Come on, tribe.
Sunny
Days. Everybody loves
loves
it.
him. Tell me, baby, can
Can
I know you got
you
to move.
feel the rain?
Can you
Y'all a
stand
mess. Y'all a
all right,
mess.
hopefully that woke us up. Yeah, all right.
All right, one more time. One more again. I got one more. Since y'all want to have y'all all, glow in the dark nail polish and marriage shenanigans on tonight, shout out to the single folks. Oh, okay. Look at her nails is glowing. You better go ahead, Yolanda. Ready? Meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't
Getting no younger, about to this.
Girl, let's get married.
I just want to get married.
Meet me at the altar with your white dress.
Hey.
I promise y'all, every last one of y'all started turning up the exact same way. Shout out to Jagged Edge. And since I went there, I got to take this opportunity to ask each and every one of y'all, because we some fly young ladies, and music is truly a groove in every one of our hearts. I want to know, who was your favorite boy band growing up? Because there was many. And we all got some similarities, but we also have some varying taste on the platform on tonight. So I got to go with Yolanda first. Who was your favorite boy band growing up?
Well, New Edition. Plus, I saw them in concert.
Yeah, but how many times did you see him in concert is the question.
One concert. I only saw him one time, but that was my first concert I ever saw was New Edition.
Okay. All right. I like that answer. All right. We're going to go ahead and ask that question to Sister Jackie. Sister Jackie, who was your favorite boy band growing up?
I was a Boys to Men girl. Like I used to listen to them in my bedroom, like just jamming out with the Boys to Men. Those is my peoples. Like I felt like I knew them, but I didn't. And I never went to a concert because my mama actually wouldn't let me listen to Boys to Men. That's why I had to be in my room listening to it. She can't hear it. So.
Shout out to the View Babies. We had to sneak and listen to music sometimes, didn't we? Man, oh Lord. Ooh, Lord, I used to sneak listen to Mary J. Blige all the time. But check it out. Who was your favorite boy band growing up, Marisol?
Okay, so I have two. So the first part of my teenage years was the whole menudo thing. Girl, you couldn't tell me nothing. I had them plastered on my eyelids. Okay. There was just everywhere in my closet. I had the pins. I just had the menudo everything. I even learned how to tag them in graffiti.
Love it.
And then in the 90s, it was Color Me Bad. Ooh.
Okay. That's all we gonna do.
That's all I can say on here.
Y'all know the words. We gonna snap though.
I see you, Marisol. Rhonda, who was your favorite boy band?
The Jacksons 5.
Okay.
I love the Jacksons. I love
Which one of their
the
hits
Jacksons.
always get you out your seat? Which one of their hits always get you out your seat, Rhonda?
ABC.
ABC.
Every time I hear, when you hear ABC, and then when I got older, it was Color Me Bad. I have Color Me Bad as well when I got older. But when we were growing up in Barbados, it was all the Jacksons. Everything was the Jacksons. So those are my guys.
All right, now I gotta ask you, Miss Karen, who was your favorite boy band growing up?
So here's the challenge, okay? Much like Jackie, me being a pew baby, all I knew was take six. Okay. That's all I knew until I got older. And then we went through our Boys and Men and New Edition phase. But I gotta tell you, New Edition is the favorite boy band. Over the years, it was like, you have your crush. So back in the day, Bobby Brown was my crush. Like it was like he the one, that bad boy right there. And then it's like, you know what? I ain't got no jail money, so okay, never mind. But I used to always go to my auntie's house, and she loved the Whispers. And I didn't know nothing about them except for if they playing, I'm dancing. And I get to dance because they think we cute when we dance to the Whispers. So, and the beat goes on was my jam for like on and on and on. They could play all lady, they could play all of the It's a Love Thing, whatever. Rock Steady.
It's a love thing.
Hey. But that and the beat goes on was it for me. So over the years, I learned better. We left Bobby over there. But I didn't start going to concerts until much later because of that. Like we went to the revival. That wasn't really a concert. Yes, all of the peoples was there, but that wasn't a concert. And so I started like you did, Yolanda. And literally once a month, I would go to a concert by myself. Kenny G, Boney James. We went and saw, I can't Diane Crawl, like all the jazz, and I love that type of stuff. I've seen New Edition twice. Also seen Biv DeVoe a third time. So they the ones that got all my money. That's all. So I better like them. They got all my adult money. All right, so we got to turn this back on you. Who is your fave boy band?
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Okay. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, and Ralph, and Johnny, and them. Y'all know I'm a huge New Edition fan. I've seen New Edition at least 5 times.
Really?
I've seen it 5 times. It was actually one of the first concerts I ever attended. Because Mama Essie was cool like that. She made sure that we had certain experiences growing up. And I remember when New Edition actually pulled into Stockton, California, y'all. See, Stockton been on the map for a while. Yes, ma'am. And I remember we had on our wonderful outfits. And I remember hearing them tell us that New Edition was at their tour bus. And, I used to run track back in the day. So sis got her pune on, barefoot, running across the field, trying to make sure I got to that tour bus to get me an autograph. If I didn't get an autograph, at least I got a glimpse of them, closer than I was to the stage at Stockton Civic Auditorium. Listen, I'm a New Edition head from back in the day. Yeah, and if I fast forward to my older life, my favorite boy band would actually be Jagged Edge.
Ooh.
Because they entered the game and they came with the smooth harmonies and all that A-Town swag that they brought to the game. Got to represent the A. Yeah, I'm a huge Jagged Edge fan, and I actually had a rotation with Jagged Edge on my Spotify this past week, and I was grooving. Can't take another heartbreak. Hey, wait, where the party at? Girls is on the way with that Bacardi at. What? Models and models talking all of that. No, I can't forget about my love. And all my girls, see, in the club. Y'all know where it's at. The party is where you at. Let me know. Yeah, Jagged Edge was it for me as well. But thank y'all for getting into my little tilted games on this evening. Y'all have been some wonderful participants, and I'm looking at the clock, and time is swiftly fleeting and is truly of the essence. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to prepare y'all, heart, body, and mind for what's coming up next. And I just want to make sure that our sister has all the time she needs so she ain't got to speak and start stuttering like I do sometimes as she moves through her segment. But before we get into the reflections of purpose, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and hanging out with us on tonight. We are Unhinged Live. We are Karen. We are Keita. We are Jackie, Yolanda, Rhonda, and Marisol. Shout out to Bliv Mash in his absence on this evening. We are the Tribe 2.0. So get ready, get ready, get ready. You already know it's Lifetime Fine here at the platform. We got to make sure that Coach Cash gets this opportunity to help us get right. So Karen, certified master life coach, Twisted Threads LLC, with the reflections of purpose. Talk to our soul, sis.
We are gonna keep it real simple this evening, okay? Many of us have goals as we are turning the corner to a new month. It is the final month in the second quarter of the year. So y'all know I like to come with a title. Today's title is Check the List. Check the list. And so I want to bring us back to a moment, it's sometimes prophetic for us. Okay, most times prophetic for us when we come on here, whether we're selecting music, whether we're talking with you all. We just heard the song from our brother Bliv Mash on the New Year, New Me. Many of us made lists in January, and I ain't calling nobody out, but y'all ain't looked at them lists yet again since you wrote those things down. And so your reminder today is to check the list. Check the list so that you can see, did you miss the opportunity for us to eat cake? First of all, that is a demerit against anybody who you've already completed it, but because you didn't check the list, we missed the cake eating opportunity. Here's the importance of checking your list. Many of us are very good at the beginning of a thing. We got our journal, we got our pen that still works, the ink didn't run out. We got all of the things that we're ready for success. And then we leave that thing right on the table. We don't go back and check it. We don't see if we've made progress. Maybe, we said, okay, by June 30th, I want to be able to have a consistent habit of drinking 100 ounces of water a day. Let's say that's your thing. You spending a lot of time in the bathroom, so you ain't got no time to be in nobody else's business drinking almost a gallon of water. But you have to check your list to see the progress. This morning, I'm going to tell you, I totally had a moment and I thought I was depressed. It wasn't that I was depressed. I forgot to eat. That part. So I was literally hungry, like, gee, I don't even know why I'm feeling this way. Some of us have to take that moment, laugh at yourself. Check your list to see what's on there. Adjust it if you need to. Maybe you got a little bit of extra money so you can do more things with your savings. You can do more things with the let's pick better food choices. Or I'm going to spend money now so that I can be lifetime fine. This is not just for, summer hot bodies, hot girl summer. We're not doing none of that because our hot girl summer for a few of us who are either in menopause or perimenopause, we get it all year long. Check your list. See what you wrote on there. We used to sing that song, Count Your Blessings, name them one by one, and it'll surprise you what God has done. Many of us are in a place of feeling like we're lacking because we didn't check the list, but God has already superseded and exceeded the expectation that we thought we were waiting for. But we didn't check the list to say, yes, all right, I know what I'm supposed to be doing in the next 2 months. I said I wanted to go on 3 vacations. 2 of them is already on the books. I said I wanted to get to the gym more. We've been doing that consistently. Take the moment to check the progress that you have made and then swivel, adjust as needed to make sure, one, we don't miss the cake ceremony, okay, for the graduation, for the certificate, for all of the things we're doing, but also what happens for us gold diggers when we secure the win. Well, honey, we start praying for a bigger win and a bigger cake. That's what we do. So we want to remind you, check your list, make sure you are reviewing it, put it somewhere where you see it often. So even if you want to ignore it on day 1, at least by day 2 or 15, you could say, let me see what progress I've had in that. I told you, nice and simple. These are practical ways that you can get to the goals that you set for yourself. And if y'all not setting no goals and y'all been here with us all of this time, well, that's another conversation. You go ahead and hit me up on these social medias that we need to have. But that's all I got for us today, Tilted. Check your list. Check your list.
Check your list, y'all. Do better than Santa, because he's checking it twice. Check it 3, 4, 5, 6 times if necessary to make sure that you are on track to your goal. All right. Great words of encouragement tonight, Karen. Thank you so much. So listen, I'm looking at the clock and we are swiftly running out of time. So I gotta go ahead and encourage y'all to just be. But check it out. Tonight's Just Be is just gonna be a little bit different because we're nearing the end of what is this, season 3, Karen?
It is.
We're nearing the end of season 3 where we've introduced so much. But I would like you all to take this time to reintroduce yourselves to the outside. So just be outside, y'all. So when I say to you all, just be outside, I don't necessarily want to just limit that to you all standing in the middle of the street in the sunshine, taking in all that natural vitamin D. When I'm encouraging you tonight to just be outside, just be out the box and let the unique thing that you do oh so very, very well shine. And let that one thing be a blessing to somebody else. You might be the one who encourages very, very well. Just be intentional about paying that compliment. You might be the one who leaves a cookie snack on somebody's desk in their time of need because you recognize that snackage is a form of their love language. Just be the cookie monster you need to be in each and every situation where it is required. Just be your loud, boisterous self. Because I promise you, there is someone looking at you from across the room, catching a dose of the Joy Tsunami that your laughter is releasing. And I promise you, it's becoming a balm for their soul. Someone who's been sad can look at you and just receive a little bit of reminder that, yeah, laughter truly does occur after each and every storm. So just be outside the box, shining. Because what good is your light if you try and hide it under a bushel? Just be. So it's your girl, Tilted Halo. Karen, thank you so much for your excellent work on this evening. I got to save a little bit of my voice for our next journey on this evening. Thank you, Marisol. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Jackie, for joining us. We are Unhinged Live. Hey to the replay viewers. And if you want to stick around and see what we finna get into next, keep an eye out. In about a half hour, we're right back at it. We are Unhinged Live. And it's a wrap, y'all. We out.